I will run, I will climb, I will soar. I'm undefeated, oh. Jumping out of my skin, pull the cord. Yeah, I believe it. Oh, the past is everything we were. Don't make us who we are.
Hey YouTube, hello there YouTube, welcome back to another video, and this is Ruby, the Empress herself. Well, today I am giving you guys, is it Grace Jones, or you know Grace Jones in Saudi Arabia? Honey, yes. And maybe if it's not Grace Jones, let's just say it's me, guys. It's me, guys. Okay, I get it a lot nowadays that I look like Grace Jones for some reason. And you guys, today I'm wearing this abaya, and I'm gonna be sitting here in my sheikha element. How are you doing, you guys? Today we are going to have this video. This is a very big abaya, like it's going all the way. Today we are gonna make this video wearing abaya, and I'm holding, as usual, actually guys, I actually need to buy myself a tripod, like a shorter tripod, the one that I can just sit here and, you know, not keep holding this camera. So you people, my internet people, let's just put that one back. So I'm coming back with another one of my videos, my chatty videos. So today we are going to talk about dating life for a single woman in Dubai. So yeah, guys, the thirst is real in Dubai, in the UAE, in the Emirates. The thirst is real. So where do I start? Where do I start? Okay, in this place, in the Emirates, finding, like, you guys, okay, you have to know that if you are a woman who hold certain principles or certain standards, it's not gonna be easy for you. Like for the girls, like, let's just call them thoughts for the whole women. Like, no offense, you know, the girls who are here, you know, who don't mind. You know what I mean, guys. We don't have to go into details. They don't have problems meeting guys, because we have a lot of people here who are strictly just like having fun. And in most cases, people date. Most dating websites are blocked in this country because I don't know. And so in most cases, people do Tinder. And I hear a lot of people talking about Tinder at work. And that is how I actually came to find out about Tinder. And in Tinder, you guys, I've had a couple of colleagues also have gotten great testimonies regarding Tinder, as in they have met husbands from Tinder. But then it's almost difficult to believe that something like that can actually develop from Tinder. But anyway, people go on Tinder to meet whatever. And you know, girls here, usually some girls come on here with visit visas. And they come strategically just for prostitutions. And so that may be, you know, all sorts of girls. They come here and then they just like put pictures on Tinder along with their mobile telephone numbers. So in most cases, I feel like in this place, in the Emirates, Tinder is not as nicely, have nice reputation. Like, I don't know, maybe all over the world, maybe Tinder is some place where, you know, you see it as place where people just pick up each other and basically go and bang each other. And I find it's different with this place than Europe. I find that in Europe or in Canada or in the US, I don't know, but I find that you find the guy's profile is quite different in those, rather in this place. You could sit down and start scrolling Tinder for days, but you wouldn't find, you would never click yes on anybody. I'm not gonna go in details because you guys, people might find that maybe I'm racist or I am, you know, tribal, whatever, if I mention a couple of people more. But you guys, if you have ever been to Dubai, if you live in Dubai, you know the kind of male profile on Tinder. And for me, since I've been here, I date, but you guys, I told you that I usually date with intentions, and my intentions is not to be taken to bed by different Tom, Dick, and Harrys. So I usually just do it for fun, and I go there with, I know what I want. I will know it in my mind. So I just like basically go there to see what is there, you know. And the dates usually go up to maybe 3 dates, and we end up not talking because guys usually say their intentions, and which is just like, I just don't want anything serious, like I just want fun. And most people here, especially men and also women, most people pose as single, but in most cases they are actually not single, they are married. You find that somebody is just open to telling you that, you know, I am here, like, but I am basically just looking for a hookup. Like, they're very open with that. It's not something that they hide. So you find mostly sometimes even swingers, husbands and wives are looking for somebody to, you know, introduce to their marital bed. I don't know where they are coming from with all these stupid ideas, but maybe most of these people don't have any fear for God. They don't really care for what the word of God says, and basically they don't have fear of God in them, and that's why they do these kind of things. And then you find that sometimes you match with somebody and they are just like, you want to come over straight away. And I'm like, it's just weird, you know, like extremely weird. So I match, but usually in most cases I unmatch straight away. If I found out that somebody has wrong intentions and they probably have, their intent is not rubbing me the right way, I just unmatch them straight away because ain't nobody got time for this. So I remember, you guys, you know that I was quite open about dating any ethnicity, but now, especially this year, I have seen a lot of negative comments, especially in the like, for example, negative comments and just negativity surrounding Black community. And most of this is, we are known to not hold anything positive in our community, whether it is marriages, relationships, raising proper people, you know. And then I say to myself that, wait a minute, I feel like because of this brainwash, we are actually even having really wrong mentality regarding each other. We go treating each other really wrongly, and we don't really find any value in our own people. So everyone is dating out, everyone is going, destroying their you know, like, you know, people, this is just how I think. People don't care. Like, for me, I feel like our Black, like, I'm not racist in any way, but they just, I just come to realization that when you look at the colonial days and you look at the everything that has happened during the colonially, and it's colonially or what anyway, English is not my first language, and how we in the last days, and just like overall how people treated Black people and how they saw us in the community, and how they basically has introduced so many ways of eradicating us and doing away with us totally. And you feel like even when you come to places like this, you feel like we are basically, some of us, I thank God that the company I'm working in treat everyone equally, whether you are white, black, whatever, you have the same pay, you have the same treatment. Nobody is treated different than the other. But then in this same country, there are people who are treated, especially the Africans, who are treated really wrongly, like all over the world. Like we just have really bad reputation of, like hating on ourselves, hating on each other, fighting each other, and trying, and most of the time we think that dating out and sorting out love and trying to like do away from, have nothing to do with each other is the only like solution. And then I just came to realize, obviously after dating out one serious relationship that didn't work out, because the guy, I told you guys, the guy had racist tendencies. I kind of just woke up and realized that there is that, like, we as a people, we need to wake up. And I feel like in many generations to come, you'll find like our black DNA or our black race is going to be eradicated totally from the face of the earth. Because we are swayed around so easily. And some people might say that is not important so long as you find love, but I just want our race to continue living on, and in positivity, and not in negativity, and not, a lot of things have been introduced for us to die off. You find that people are breeding all over the place, and they not that for me, okay, personally, I'm not a racist. I'm just saying, I'm just saying like in the future, the black race and the black ethnicity is going to be eradicated totally. And maybe everybody, I don't know if that is where what the globalists have in mind. I have no idea. But again, I feel like we have to wake up as a people. Like, there is a black woman, oh my God, where am I going with this kind of mentality, with this kind of video, with this video? This video is taking a different toll, but I'm coming back, guys. I feel like this had to be said. I feel like we think that nothing good can come out of black community, and we have totally looked down upon ourselves, upon our community. We don't trust that there is a black woman somewhere who is capable of raising a black man who can actually take care of us. So we have given the universe really negative thought when it comes to, meeting the right black man. So you find that I was always going on places like dating websites. I was just specifically looking to date out. I was not really bothered about dating people of my own race. But again, I've just come to realize that, come on, that is really stupid of me, because I feel like there is a woman in the black community who took time to raise my husband. If only I give it a little bit of positive thought and stop dwelling and living on the brainwash that has been gone around. Because you guys, according to, like, there are a lot of amazing black men out here. Even here on YouTube, there are a couple of amazing black families, amazing black men who are raising wonderful black children. And it's not like, I don't want people to only see this interracial, like, dating out as the only ideal dating idea in the community, and people are just rushing and looking towards it, and everyone is running towards it, and everyone is trying to breed out, and date out, and have all this. It's not like something is wrong with it. Just like, try to understand my point of view. So I was always going on Tinder, and I was never ever clicking yes to any black man, because my brainwash was real, you guys. So now I came back, and anytime I click, I promise you, I do not click any ethnicity but black. I do not. Like, I've just I'm for black first. and I am running with this. I feel like if God created me, made me the way I am, there must be a rib that is just like me, that he's my kind. He is somewhere, and there is a black dark chocolate guy somewhere for me. And so but then again, you guys, as much as we have been brainwashed as black women, again in this place or in other places of the world, black men are as well really brainwashed, and they are just looking to date out. You find that you see places like Tinder, somebody is writing and saying that like a certain black guy was just putting in his description that he's not looking for people who comes from certain, like nobody from Africa, nobody from nobody, he just looks for someone who is coming from Europe and Canada and you know, and he was meant to say that he's not looking for somebody who's as dark as he is, like because which kind of people live in Europe, and which kind, you know, like what type of brainwash is that? Like when you do not know who you are, and when you do not know where you stand in the community, you will fall for this kind of brainwash. So right now, even if I see like I have friends who are married to white men, I don't take it against them. It's just something that, you know, like for example, Koreans, when you look at them, the Korean parents have raised their children to first of all, date their own first, you know, like they have raised these men to take care of their women. And the women doesn't find the need to go out and find the need to actually want to date outside, because they just want to experience their own culture. And that is what we lack as black women. We don't want to preserve our own culture, our own ethnicity. We don't care to preserve, like we don't see the long run what this is going to do to our own ethnicity. So we don't care to even build each other, to even, you know, if we have love within our hearts, we don't care to give it to a black man who is actually really out there and waiting to love us, because some of us have disregarded each other completely. So, you know, in the Emirates, I see a lot of black men are running around with these white women or with this ethnicity. They don't care. Like even if a black man click, like I go out on a date with one, you find that they just treat me as, you know, like I do not matter, you know, like it's like the brainwash has been done so deep-rooted for both of us that we don't even realize that this is what we are doing to each one of us, and it's really damaging at a long run. And in most cases you find that I don't feel sorry, I don't feel bad, because sometimes they are looking for women to use, and in most cases most women who live here, especially, I'm not, please not to offend anybody, but some women don't have standards. They don't have values. They don't have they don't have like respect for themselves. So removing their panties and sleeping with any man, you know, like it's not easy. It's not difficult. It's just like drinking water. So they find that these women are very easy to take to bed, especially. So in most cases they take them to bed and abandon them. And I don't feel bad, because most of the time I see them around here with these women. And I'm like, oh well, you know, well, I don't even, like, you just go and do your thing, you know. Meanwhile, me, I'm just here, like, the only thing I do is, like, shave my nunu and keep it, and just, like, I keep it to myself. That is what I do. Even if I go on dates on Tinder, I have standards that I don't think I'm ready to give up any day. And I usually, you know, find married men who are not afraid to want to date a single woman. They just want to do it. Like, they're like, I'm looking for a mistress. I'm like, can you please go back to your wife, for crying out loud, and stop wasting my time? Like, I send these kind of men packing. I send them back to, even I went out with a certain guy who was married, and I didn't know he was married. And then he was giving me all these stories of how their marriage is rocky, and how blah, blah, and how they are in the verge of the divorce. I'm like, you have time to come here and sit down with me to bring me out here on a date to waste my time, yet you are a married man with children. You have to go and fix your shit first before you even think of, like, I'm not gonna, you know, like, and the date ended. Right? Because when he told me he have children, where there is a child, there is a mother. Like, I have to ask, where is the mother? And many of them pose like they don't have wives, only for you to go out with them and find out that they have wives. Like, seriously, for me, if somebody A lot of women just lay down with men, not even, you know, digging deep. Like, they just let their erection determine their direction in life, that they don't really care. Like, seriously, sometimes we honestly as women need to open our eyes, because some of the mistakes we are making is avoidable, because sometimes somebody tells you that they are separating. They are in the middle of separation. And yet you still sleep with them, knowing that this guy is even if somebody is separated, you know, I have no business being with a man who is separated. For what reason am I having business with a man? For me, so long as you are married and you are separated, and you still have, you're married, like you're still married. For me, it doesn't matter if you're separated or not. For me, you are married, and I don't deal with married men. And in most cases in this place, most married men are the ones who are looking for side chicks, you know. And obviously, most women who come here, some of them come with visit visas, and they are really ready. They're desperate to go with these married men, even for money, like, because they are here to gather as much money as possible. You know, they are selling their bodies, and they are giving these men their body as the benefit and getting money benefits as return. So it has made it really hard for black women who are actually really genuine and looking for love here. And in most cases, for me, I told you guys in my last video that I'm not afraid of being alone. Like, I have to esteem myself. I have respect, high respect for myself, and I don't see myself lying down with just different men for the sake of just having fun. That is not my life. I never do that, and I will never do that. I don't intend to do that anytime soon. And whether it is that I will die alone and be with, I don't care, you know. I don't care, so long as I am respecting myself and I know my worth in the community. That is all that matters for me. And in most cases, you find that loneliness here make people do really crazy things, you know. And in most cases, people end up, especially, I'm a flight attendant, and whenever I see girls are like really desperate and they are going out with these married captains, and you know, sometimes you find that they are dating like maybe two girls in a flight are dating the same guy, only to find out they are dating the same. Like, it's absolutely crazy. And in this place, it's even more crazier than other places in there. I feel like it's more, people think that because this place is like a Muslim country and they don't allow you to have sex before you are married, and you know, people think that this place is very holy and people are not doing stupid stuff. Honey, a lot of people here are doing crazy stuff, and people are so crazy here because they have this mentality as everybody is clean, everybody is sexually clean, don't have any sexual transmitted disease, not knowing that some people who come here, some of them are here on visit visas, and the people with visit visas, they do not get health screening. So people sneak in HIV, AIDS, or these herpes viruses, or hepatitis diseases all over the globe. They come on here and they just give it to people without knowing. And because most people who live here or are on employment visas, they are here with the employment, and if you have an employment visa, as in a residence visa, you have to get health screening after every 2 years. You know, whenever your employment visa expires, you get health screening. So people assume that everyone who is here are on employment visa and they are healthy. They've been screened and they've passed their health screening. Honey, it's not the truth. There are a lot of people here who are scratching down there. Like, they are like, ain't nobody got time for these scratching sicknesses. Ain't nobody got time. And you know how many times I have like most of these people who are carrying diseases, there are people who look so clean, you would never believe that they have any diseases. So for me, to be honest, I think, I feel like this video has gone up and down because I wanted to just talk about dating generally in the UAE. And it's what I have come to realize is that sex in this country is very easy to find. Tinder is very open for that matter. And if you do not have principles and you don't esteem yourself in one way or the other, you will get laid every night if that is what you want. Like, there is a lot of free dildos running around in these streets. You can do it. You can have it. Anytime, anyhow, dip it and do it. But for me, it ain't happening. It's not how I'm wired. I'm not bothered for that, you know. And finding it is so easy. Dating people randomly just for the sake of it, you know, for the sake of Instagram and Facebook, and oh, look at me, I'm in a relationship, oh, look at me, I am happy, oh, look at me. A lot of this, they have it. There is a lot of this here. But finding the real deal that you can call home for is pretty much a challenge. But let's say nothing is impossible with our God. Everything is possible. For me now, I'm strictly looking forward to marry a black man. And you guys, do not be surprised if I bring a black man on here. You do not be surprised. Or maybe I might decide not to bring a black man on here. If I decide, like, I will keep it a secret, just not to get jinxed for some time. I will not bring it on here, but just don't be surprised if a tall, dark drink of water come on here. Do not be surprised. So if that's what it is, black fast. For me, black fast. I have changed my mind. Don't tell me that you are actually limiting yourself because you only want to date black men. Like, I'm not limiting myself for any reason. I just feel like I don't have to date out to feel like I'm validated. I don't have to date out to feel like, no, I don't have to. I feel like the same way that white woman took time to carry her son in the womb for 9 months and raise him right to respect a woman, is the same way another black woman in Africa took time. I know that in Africa we are raised up with a lot of difficulties, and a lot of us have a lot of challenges, and some of us act out, you know. Most of us could actually be acting out when we might not know how to treat each other right, but change is gonna come. Change is gonna come, and we will treat each other right. And we will stand up for each other, and we will actually develop our own, you know, and stand up for the great families in the community rather than being broken or acting crazy out here. We will stand up, and we will stand up as a people. We will stand up as African people. We will raise great children. We will live on. Because remember, the only thing the people want most, you know, like if you read deep into the mind control that people globalists are trying to do, everything they are doing is to keep us in the bottom of the pit, to make us beg them for the aid as much as possible, and to paint us as this dying countries, dying people, HIV infested, good for nothing, jail birds who are only like crazy all over the place. They don't want actually to even paint one great picture about what black community is doing. And for us people, as a people, we have to stand up and be counted as a people. And that starts from you raising a child who is going to be counted as a person and who is going to make a difference in the community. So you guys, today I'm going to try as much as possible not to make this video so long so that I take too much of your time. But I hope you had this a little bit of my chat. You found something out of it, and you actually enjoyed this little video. It's 28 already minutes already, so I don't want it to take longer than that. So I'll see you in my next video. And please guys, if you haven't really subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do, because this channel is going to be a channel that is going to be very, very uplifting. And if you're looking for a channel where you can just come and be yourself and share and, you know, and comment and just debate respectfully, come to this channel, and please call your friends, and let's just, you know, support each other, you know, and let's raise up each other. And guys, please comment, subscribe, like, and share. Have a good day. Bye.